Go ahead and push record. So good evening, you guys, and welcome to tonight's Living Healthy and Fit team call. I am Corey Mayo, your CEO and founder of Team Living Healthy and Fit. I do want to make a couple quick announcements, but as I said earlier, tonight we are going to be doing a live power hour. So we're going to go over the vital components of what you should be working on a daily basis. I'm actually going to set a timer on my phone, and we're going to do it together. So what I would like for you girls to do is, if you have questions as we're going along in the different areas of the power hour, or maybe an objection that you're getting or a question that somebody's asking, I want you to unmute yourself and just talk with me while we're doing it, okay? So that way we can kind of walk through it together if you have something that you're not really sure how to handle. Before we get to that, I would like to congratulate quite a few of you on the team so far this month. We have Miss Marguerite Cervantes. Is that how you say your last name? I felt like I was going to butcher it, but.
Cervantes. Close.
Cervantes. Okay. Cervantes at Success Club 6. And we'll be going live Emerald tomorrow morning. So I'm super
and my friend just ordered and signed up. The one I was telling you about earlier. Signed up to coach and order.
Oh my God. So you're at Success Club 8 with 3 coaches in 4 weeks. Great job. That's awesome, girl.
So yeah, hopefully my other friend that I was telling you about will sign up next week, and that would be cool.
Yeah. Good for you, girl. Okay, so we have you at Success Club 8 then. We have Erica Petrowski at Success Club 4. We have Josh Earl at Success Club 2, Nicole Mathis at Success Club 2, and Lori Smith at Success Club 2. So great job, you guys. Give yourselves a round of applause. Be very proud of those accomplishments. Remember to be appreciative of where you are and just keep growing yourself and keep building upon those goals. And there's still, like 10 days left in the month. So plenty of time for you to still keep making those connections and reaching your goals. So with that said, we're going to go ahead and talk about what we're going to do tonight, so that way we can get on with our power hour and then wrap up for the evening so that we're not here all night, okay? So tonight, the reason I wanted to do a power hour is because with so many new coaches on our team, I would really like to create that structure. And while you have the power hour accessible to you and you know what you should be doing, this is going to help create that structure and help you to know, okay, this is exactly how I should be moving through the power hour. And if you have questions or something that you're struggling with while you're working through your power hour, you can pipe up and we can answer it together as a team, okay? So that is the purpose of this call. I'm really excited for it. There are a couple things I would like to discuss before we get started. And one is I strongly encourage you to sit down with your spouse or your family members that are living in your household with you and express to them what this opportunity means to you, what it means for your family, and what you are working for this to be. So that way they understand when you say, I need an hour to myself, or I need 90 minutes to myself, no distractions, nobody asking me questions, nobody bothering me. Everybody is on the same page and everybody understands why you are asking for that 60 or 90 minutes to yourself, okay? Explain to them that growing this business is not only helping you to reach your goals, but it's helping your family for whatever that means for you and your family. Whatever your goals that if you're trying to retire early so that you can travel and be together, maybe you are working to be a stay-at-home mom, whatever that looks like for you, share that with your family so that you're all on the same page, and help them to understand that if they leave you alone for 60 or 90 minutes, they get to have you unplugged the rest of the time. You know, so often if we're just trying to scramble and hurry up and, message on our phone and we're constantly distracted by everything else around us, then when we are having family time, we can't solely focus on having family time. So that's why it's really important to create that structure and to make your power hour happen, to get that knocked out, and then you can be totally focused on your family and family time, or what your friends, whatever you do on a regular basis outside of the business. Okay, so sit down and have that conversation with them, and then make sure that that hour that you are setting aside is distraction free. You're not going to have kids bothering you to get something, or needing something, or the dog needing to go to the bathroom, or dinner needing to be cooked and you're trying to message people in the meantime, things like that. You want to be laser focused if you really want to be effective and efficient in knocking out your power hour. Okay, so with that said, I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to actually set a timer for each section. But tonight for our power hour, number one, we're going to share the coaching opportunity to at least 2 people for 5 minutes. Okay. The second thing that we're going to move on to is inviting 3 to 5 new people to a challenge group for 10 minutes. The next timer will be following up with messages, or if you have 10 in play, so 10 in play is your people that you've already invited and they've said yes, or they want more information, for 10 minutes. Then we're going to work on adding 2 new friends and starting 3 to 5 new conversations for 10 minutes. Check into challenge groups and Team Living Healthy and Fit for 10 minutes. So checking into your challenge groups, commenting and engaging with your groups, that's not something you have to be plugged into all the time, you guys. That can be exhausting if you feel like you have to be in a challenge group every time somebody posts. Set time aside during your power hour, go in and engage and post and like and comment and all that stuff within that 10-minute period. Make sure you're plugging into the team page, making sure I didn't tag you in something, making sure there wasn't an announcement, all of those things that you keep up to date and you keep plugged into the team. Next is going to be laying out prospects for tomorrow. So what that means is the people that you reach out to, for me, I do reach, follow up, and invite. So if I reached out to somebody new, I then the next day or the following day write their name for the follow-up, and then after they go in the follow-up, they then go into the invite a day or 2 later. So as you're working, you want to kind of lay out who you're already talking to tomorrow, so that you know when you sit down to work tomorrow, you can be focused and be like, oh, I don't know who I'm going to reach out to today. Okay, so laying that out. Then we're going to spend 5 minutes planning tomorrow's post for social media. So getting an idea in your head. You should all have a schedule that you're working off of as far as what you're posting on Thursday and what that looks like for you. But get an idea in your head. I'm going to use this picture and I'm going to talk about this. You don't have to completely write it out. If you do, that's great. If not, that's fine too. But just get a general idea of what you're going to be posting for the following day. And then spend 5 minutes going through your birthday wishes and wishing your friends that have birthdays that day happy birthday. So this power hour is going to represent the bare minimum of what you should be doing on a daily basis to connect with people and to grow your business. When I say 3 to 5 people, if you have a little extra time, or maybe you have an hour and a half, go back, like get through your power hour and then go back and add 3 to 5 more people on, in, adding to your network, and then add 3 to 5 more people to inviting, and then add 2 more people. Just work through your list again so that you're making sure you get the bare minimum done and then add upon that. Does that make sense? Yeah? Okay, perfect. So without further ado, it is 8:40, so we will wrap up then at 9:41 because we'll start at 8:41, okay? I'm going to get my timer out, and our first thing is going to be sharing the coaching opportunity with at least 2 people for 5 minutes, okay? All right, timer is set, you guys. Go ahead and start working. And like I said, if you have questions, unmute yourself and pipe up and let us know if you have something. I'm not going to be able to see the chat right now. So just let us know, okay? And just keep working. I'll talk to you a little bit here and there. I'm going to actually screen share here really quick to show you guys a little. don't really need to do that, I guess. You're fine. Go ahead. Got just under 2 minutes left, you guys, just to kind of give you a heads up. And then we're going to be moving into inviting 3 to 5 new people to a challenge group. Okay, so that was our first 5 minutes. Now we are going to set a timer and go 10 minutes into 3 to 5, inviting 3 to 5 new people to a challenge group. So are you all good so far? Yeah? No questions yet? Okay, perfect. So I'm going to reset my timer and we'll start now. Be sure that you guys are writing down the names of the people that you are reaching out to and you are inviting as well, so that you don't lose track of who you're sharing with, okay?
Sorry, I had to restart my computer.
That's all right.
Are we still inviting?
Yes, ma'am. Yep, we're still inviting for, let's see here, a little over 5 more minutes.
Okay, is that, so would that be like to your next challenge group? Like the one that you have every month?
Well, I encourage you guys to start making your own once, you know, like you're a newbie, so you're included in this group, and I kind of included everybody, but I would encourage you girls to start creating your own, yeah, so you can kind of branch out and hit your own target market. Does that make sense?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, perfect. And you guys, to save yourself time, I literally copy and paste the majority of my invite. Like, I'm making the first paragraph very unique to that person and talking to them, but the meat of my conversation is copy and pasted so that you can be more time efficient. Just under 2 minutes, girls, just to give you an idea. Okay. So go ahead and wrap that up. Now we are going to follow up with the messages in our inbox. And really quick before we do that, girls, I want to do a screen share to show you something, because I know for me sometimes I can get sucked into in like a chat box with people. Does that happen to you guys where you get sucked into like a conversation, you message somebody and then they message you back, and so then you keep messaging back and forth with you, and before you know it, like 20 minutes or half an hour or an hour is gone, and you're like, crap, I haven't gotten anything else done. So while you're working, you should be in this area, right? You're in your messaging part. If you go over here on the right hand side of your screen and you hit options, you can click turn off chat for all friends, okay? And then you will no longer get those notification boxes, okay? So just really quick, I'm going to send Donna a message. And then Donna, just reply to me. You can just type one letter or whatever and then hit enter, just so we can kind of see. So you see hello, and you see that she replied here, but no message box came up down here. So you don't have that extra distraction while you're talking with people and you're doing your work, so you can keep focused even more, okay? All right, cool. I'm gonna stop my share. And we're gonna set for 10 more minutes. So this is following up with your inbox, reaching back out to your 10 in play, people that maybe have said yes already, those types of people maybe that were interested in coaching and you haven't talked to them in a couple of days. So reaching back out to those people and following up with them and just, hey girl, how you doing? How are things going? I just wanted to touch base with you. Last time we were talking, you were interested in blah, blah, blah. I just wanted to see if you were still interested in that. You know, let them know a deadline if it's a challenge group, maybe if they need some more information about the coaching opportunity, but just reconnecting and keeping that conversation going, okay? A little over 2 minutes left, girls. Okay. So that 10 minutes is up, you guys. So now we're going to move into 10 minutes for adding at least 2 new friends on Facebook, and then starting 3 to 5 new conversations with people. Are you all good so far? Any questions? Doing pretty good? Yeah? Okay. I'm going to go ahead and set the timer and get started with our next 10 minutes. So again, adding at least 2 new friends on Facebook and starting 3 to 5 new conversations with people. A little over 3 minutes. Still doing okay, girls? Yeah, still good? Okay, so our timer just went off, so now we're going to spend 10 minutes going into our challenge groups and just engaging with our challengers and everybody there. And then if you have extra time and you're done with that, then go ahead and go back and maybe where you got cut off, you could put a little extra time there. So if you need to reach out to more people, new conversations, you need to invite maybe one more person, just where you can need to allocate a little bit more time, because if you only have 1 or 2 challenge groups and the team page, you can get through those pretty quickly. Okay, so 10 minutes. Okay, girls. So now we're going to move into 5 minutes for laying out your prospects for tomorrow. So basically, you're just going to go through your messages that you were just doing with people and write down if you need to follow up with that person. Maybe go to your 10 and play and write down when you need to follow up with that person. And then also going from your contact list and adding your people to reach out and start new conversations for tomorrow. So just spend 5 minutes and kind of go through your inbox and write down the names of people so that you can kind of keep track of where you are in conversations. And it might not necessarily be for just tomorrow. You might say, okay, in 2 days I'm going to follow up with this girl and write them down in your calendar. Okay? So 5 minutes starting now. Okay, so then we have 10 minutes left. So the next 5 minutes, we are going to plan our posts out for tomorrow. So you should have some sort of a schedule on what you're working on for posting on Thursday, but kind of go through your phone or think about if you need to take a picture tomorrow to create your post, and just kind of get an idea of what you're going to be posting so you're not scrambling when it's time to post, okay? So 5 minutes on that. Okay, so our last 5 minutes are going to be on just going through the birthdays for the day. And if that only takes you a couple minutes, if you only have 1 or 2 and wishing your friends happy birthday, just going back and kind of commenting and engaging on prospects' Facebook posts and engaging with them to get some interaction there on their posts, okay? So we'll start now, and this will be our last 5 minutes, you guys. Great job. All right, girls. That wraps up our official live power hour. So I would like for you to unmute yourself and just give some feedback. Is that something that was helpful? What were your thoughts? Did you find it challenging? Did you find it helpful? What do you think?
I thought it was helpful. Yeah, I'm so ADD. It's hard for me to like sit and focus and stuff. So to sit and like have someone be accountable, like to do that really helped. And now I see like how much you can actually get done when you do that. So I need to make it a point to like when Landon's napping or something, there's no excuse why I can't sit for like the house is empty except for me. You know, I have no excuse. So yeah, it was very helpful.
Mm-hmm. Awesome. So it's kind of amazing how much you can actually get done when you sit down and you're focused for that hour and you have set, okay, look, okay,
yeah.
Move on, 10 minutes, move on, 5 minutes, move on. And you can get so much more done instead of, oh, he needs me to do something, or I could be off the house, but I'm going to message a couple people and then I'm going to go do this or whatever. So that's awesome. Thank you.
Yeah.
Any other thoughts?
I think I'm finding a new coach tonight.
Yeah, girl. See?
She's supposed to call. We've been messaging, and she's going to call me when she gets her kiddos to bed. The one I was telling you about at work. And she wants to work the business, and she thinks that her fiance may be on board too. So
nice.
He tried the shakes. He liked them. He's been doing protein shakes for a while, and you know, as I explained to her, this is not just a protein shake.
Mm-hmm.
And the guy that I was telling you about that I was talking to at work today, he's pretty much almost on board. He wants to try the shakes. He's been looking for a shake to for a meal replacement in the morning, and he said that if the shakes in the program works for him, then he would be interested in sharing the opportunity with others. So possibly have him as a coach signing up too. So
that's great, Michelle.
I mean, I don't think I got as much done because I wasn't really prepared. I left a lot of my notes at work on my desk today. Hence I couldn't find them earlier. So I could have gotten more done if I would have had my notes of, you know, people that I was thinking about all day long and, you know, things like that. So I wasn't really prepared like I should have been. But I still feel good about, you know, the two connections that I have going. So
that's great. Good. That's awesome. Yeah, good for you, girl. How about you, John? Oh, go ahead, Michelle.
I mean, all in all, I thought it was good. I've never really did a power hour before, so I think that the laser focus is a really good thing.
Yeah, and you know, like, think about how much you got done in like 60 minutes, you guys. Like, there's gonna be days that you can do 90 minutes. There's gonna be days that you maybe can do 120 minutes. Like, think about how much more you can get done if you just sit down and you set that timer for whatever it is. If you're doing the power hour, that you have it mapped out, that this is what I'm doing for those 5 minutes or those 10 minutes, and then I'm moving on and I'm not going to respond to anybody until I get through. Then if you have time left over at the end, you can always go back and get that one-on-one engaging conversation going. But like I showed you to turn off that chat, don't get sucked into a conversation until you get your work done, okay?
I'm signing off. I got to call this girl that I'm supposed to be signing, so talk to y'all later.
Girl.
Thanks. Bye.
How about you, Miss Donna, real quick? What were your thoughts? What did you think about that?
I agree with everyone else. I mean, I think they're great. And actually, it's something that I think if any of us is new, but I think everybody really needs to focus on that because it's so great to sit there and do those particular things and have, you know, the time frames is just really, really helpful. And it even made me realize how many people I hadn't talked to in so long when you realize what month it is. Mm-hmm. And then you don't think it's that long ago, and you go back through your list and you see how long ago you really hadn't talked to them since. So I made a lot of new connections and added some new people. So it was great. I loved it.
Awesome. Good. I'm glad that you girls enjoyed that. And, you know, we'll try and do another one live, you know, in another few weeks or something like that, just to really create that structure. But this is going to be the lifeline of your business, is making sure that you're doing these vital behaviors every single day and connecting with new people. If you don't connect with new people and reach out and start new conversations, you don't have anybody to invite to anything, right? And if we don't invite, we're not growing. And we're not helping people, which all of us, 100% of us said that when we became coaches, even if we just inspire one person, we want to help people, right? So it's staying committed to what we decided we wanted to do. So I am going to wrap this up because it is a little bit later than usual for our team call. I greatly appreciate you girls getting on the call and doing that live power hour. If you have any questions, let me know. Otherwise, you girls have a great rest of your evening, and we'll talk soon. Good night.